Hey guys, welcome to this stress relieving yin yoga class. You can find child's pose at the back of your mat with your big toes touching and your knees spread wide. Begin to settle down your mind and your body. In this class, we'll be moving slowly and holding postures in order to release tension and stiffness in your physical body, as well as stress and anxiety in your mental and emotional body. Each pose we hold will be roughly 2 minutes, giving us ample time to ease into the pose, breathe through any uncomfortable feelings, and release. We're going to put a lot of focus on hip and shoulder opening poses, as this is where most of us store tension and emotional baggage. As you sink into this child's pose, focus on your breath, focus on your body. You can come on up into a seated position, maybe roll out your neck. Put your hands behind your head with your elbows wide and stretch through your upper body. Allow your heart to shine through. Bring your hands to the back of your mat behind you, and you're going to press your pelvic bone up to the sky and let your head fall. We're opening our front body, letting go of tension, getting ready for our class. And continue to breathe, continue to push. You can slowly make your way down. And we're going to come into a tabletop position, getting ready for cat and cow. On our inhale, we are going to arch our back. And on our exhale, we'll press our back all the way up to the sky. Really feeling that stretch in our back body. Opening up, breathing. You can take this however you want. So if it calls to you, you can rock side to side, back and forth, doing whatever feels good for you. We're going to be doing these flowing motions between each of our poses to aid us in the process of letting go, releasing tension, and moving intuitively. Once you're ready, we're going to make our way into our first pose, walking our hands out in front of us. Allow your chest to melt down towards the floor and rest either your forehead or your chin to the ground. Make sure to spread your fingertips and press firmly into your thumb and your index finger. We are in extended puppy pose. This is a great shoulder opening pose. So as we hold this pose, allow yourself to sink into it deeper and deeper. You want to be very gentle, very soft with these yin poses. Make sure you're not pushing too hard. And as you breathe, imagine you're breathing into your shoulders or wherever you feel this stretch the most. Put your focus on your body. Enjoy the experience. If you feel tension, if you feel uncomfortable, breathe through it. As you breathe through these things, you're releasing both physical and emotional tension and stress. We're going to take 5 more deep breaths here. You can slowly work your way up and out of the pose. We're going to keep a similar position for the next pose, which is thread the needle. So on an exhale, slide your right arm under your left. Let your right shoulder come all the way to the floor. Allow your right cheek to rest on the mat and bring your gaze over to the left. Keep your hips raised and relax into the pose. Soften as much as you can and just allow gravity to do all of the work. Opening your back muscles, releasing tension in the neck, the back, and the shoulders. And you will just breathe here. Breathe into wherever you feel the most intense stretch. Allow this pose to be easy. You don't want to push too hard. If you feel any kind of restriction in your breath, you can always ease the pose. Our goal is to stretch and release tension. You can stay here or take your left arm and bring it behind you. Pull it back, almost as if you are twisting. Allow yourself to feel that extra stretch. And when you're ready, we're going to come on back. Bring both of our arms to the ground and push back up into tabletop position. Now we're going to reverse. We're going to go onto our left side. So on the exhale, slide your left arm under the right. Let your left shoulder come all the way to the floor and allow your left cheek to rest on the mat with your gaze to the right. We're going to continue our stretch. Notice how this side feels compared to the other. Is it more tight? Is it easier? Allow your body to adjust in whatever way it needs to. Don't feel like you have to push as hard as you did on the other side. Just stretch and breathe into the pose. Breathe when you feel tension. Remember not to hold your breath. Oftentimes when we feel tension, we clench our muscles and we hold our breath. We need to do the opposite. So soften your muscles. Soften as much as you can and breathe as deeply as you can through the tension. We're going to take our right arm and bring it behind us if it resonates with you, going into that extra twist. On your next exhale, bring your arm to the ground and come on up into a tabletop position. We're going to flow a little bit here, so let's stretch out our wrists. Point your fingertips towards your knees, and you can rock back and forth here. You can pull your body backwards, and we're going to switch our arms, come on up into a downward facing dog. From here, swoop your right leg into the air for a one-legged dog. On an exhale, bring your knee into your elbow and push back up. And you can open up your hips, moving your leg in a circular motion. You can go one way, you can go the opposite way if you would like. And then step your right leg forward, allowing both your foot and your knee to sit on the mat. Your shin should be adjacent to your body, forming a 90-degree angle with your leg. We are going to sink into this deep pigeon pose. Ease slowly. You don't have to push past what's comfortable for you. I'm going to rest my forehead onto my arms, but you can remain on your elbows or even in an upright position. Make sure that you're not pushing too hard past what feels comfortable. You want to feel that stretch, but you want to be able to hold this posture for an extended period of time without having to come out. Only push as far as you're able to release with ease. If you push too hard, you might experience extra tension, which of course will not be helpful to you. So be gentle with yourself, be forgiving, be accepting. Don't worry about what your pose looks like, just focus on what it feels like. If you want to go deeper and get that extra stretch, you can thread the needle with your arms, bringing your left arm underneath your right, and you'll really feel an increase in the sensation if you do this. Just be sure that you're able to release all of your muscles and breathe. Breathe into that hip. We have about 5 more deep breaths here. If your thoughts are wandering, bring them back to the sensations of your body. Focus on how you feel. Focus on sending your breath to the places that you feel the most tension, the places that need it the most. Continue to breathe. And we're going to work our way back up. So take your time. You can move slowly as you need to. You can even take a little twist here if you'd like before you come out. And we are going to come on back up and meet in a downward facing dog. You can walk out your dog if you'd like, moving back and forth, stretching out each leg. Bring your body forward into an upward facing dog. Opening through your front body for a few breaths. And push your way back up into a downward facing dog. Bring your left leg up this time. Bring it into your elbow on the exhale. Bring it back up and you can open up your hip. Moving your hip in circles. You can go one way, you can go the opposite way. Keep on breathing. And we're going to bring our left leg in front of us this time. Make sure that both your foot and your knee are sitting on the mat and your leg is parallel to your body in as close to a 90-degree angle as you can. Feel the difference on this side of your body and listen to it. Follow your intuition. What feels right for this side? It does not have to be the same as the other side. My left side is definitely more tight than my right, so I might stay on my elbows for a little bit longer. You do whatever feels right for you. And continue to breathe. Breathe into the parts of your body that you feel tension. Breathe, send breath to that hip. The breath is the most important part of this practice. If you're going to focus on anything, don't let it be doing the perfect pose. Allow it to be your breath and breathing through the poses, breathing through the imperfections, breathing through the tension. Notice where your thoughts go and bring them back to your breath. If it calls to you, you feel like you need that extra stretch, you can thread the needle with the opposite arm this time. So take your right arm, bring it underneath your left, and continue to breathe through the stretch. Continue to let go of tension when you feel it. If you feel like you're clenching, you feel like you're tightening any muscles, release them. Breathe deep breaths. Let go of that tension. We have a couple more breaths here. And we're going to slowly work our way back up. You can take that twist if you would like, twisting over to the left this time. And we're going to make our way back up into downward facing dog. Really stretch through that body and bring it down into an upward facing dog. Breathe here. And we're going to send it back. Maybe sitting on your knees and then bringing your legs out in front of you. And we're going to flow a bit more, open up our body a little bit. So let's straighten our legs in front of us, bring our arms behind us, fingertips pointing towards our feet, and push up into a backwards plank. Let your head drop if it feels comfortable, and open up through that front body, open up through those shoulders. Slowly you can take a seat, and we're going to reach all the way forward into a seated forward bend. So reach for your ankles or as far as you can, and we're going to passively fold. Allow gravity to pull you forward and to stretch your back muscles, your neck, your legs. Breathe into wherever you feel this stretch the most. For me, I really feel it in my back. So I'm breathing into my back, imagining the air cleanse that area and release all of the tension that is there. I don't need it anymore. It does not serve me. Continue to fold here, and as you ease into the stretch, maybe it becomes more comfortable to stretch deeper. If you could only reach your knees, maybe now you can reach your shins or your ankles. Wherever you are, just passively fold. Don't expect anything from yourself or from your body. Just experience, just allow without judgment, and just breathe. We're going to come on up, and we're going to remain in a seated position, slowly making our way into a butterfly pose. So, with our toes touching and our knees falling to the side, we are sitting in this position similar to forward fold, but this time we are opening our hips. If it calls to you, you can push your knees down, taking one arm, pushing one leg down and then the other, or you can passively fold forward, really feeling that stretch in both the back and in the hips. Allow yourself to fold, to be easy and gentle. Notice how different your body feels so far from the beginning of class, how much more open, how much more relaxed. And just continue to breathe. Make sure your attention is on your body, on your breath. Make sure that you are present. If your mind wanders and you start thinking of other things that you don't need to at this moment, that's okay. Don't judge. Just acknowledge and bring your thoughts back to your breath, back to your body. This is our last hip opening pose. So really enjoy it. We're going to come on up and we are going to head over to our backs. You can take a couple of rolls here. Roll onto your back as you breathe in. And on our exhale, we're going to bring our feet up to the sky, creating a 90-degree angle with our body. This is legs up the wall pose, and if you have a wall, definitely use that. It'll make this pose much more easy, much more passive. This is one of the most grounding and calming poses that you could do. It facilitates drainage and increases circulation. So you're draining your body of excess fluid buildup, and you're helping the blood return to the heart. This is a beautiful pose, an easy pose that you can do at any time that you feel stress or tension, anytime you need to relax, maybe before bed. Take a couple of minutes in this pose every single day, and you will see improvements in how you feel. So we're going to continue to breathe here. Try to incorporate belly breaths. So as you breathe in through your stomach, and exhale. On your next exhale, you can bring your knees down, bring your feet together, and let your knees fall to the sides. And we're just going to sit in this butterfly posture, focusing on that belly breath. Breathing into our stomachs and exhaling. Creating a calm feeling in our entire body. This should be a very easy, very passive pose. So really focus on the breath, focus on deepening it. Imagine the air going all the way through your body, filling your body. Allow your stomach to expand. And then exhale, imagine all of the negativity, all of the tension, all of the stress to exit your body. You don't need it. It does not serve you. We are almost done with our flow. We have one more pose for each side of our body. So take your right knee and pull it into your chest towards your shoulder. And just feel the stretch. Maybe take the outside of your foot, come into one-sided happy baby pose. You can move it back and forth if you would like. Bring your right knee over to the left side of your body. Gaze towards the right. And you're going to breathe here. We're going to take these nice easy twists as our last pose. Letting out the tension that you feel. Twisting is also great for digestion, for detoxing the body. So imagine your body detoxing itself of the stress, of the anxiety, of the tension. And just continue to breathe. Breathe into this nice stretch. A couple more breaths here. Continue to focus on the breath. And we'll bring our leg back up into our chest. And back down, getting ready to switch our legs. Bring your left knee into your chest. Pull it towards your shoulder. Continue to breathe here. And prepare for happy baby on your left side. So maybe push out your knee with your elbow. Maybe rock it back and forth. Take whatever movements you need to really open up that hip. And prepare for our twist. Twist over to the right side. And have your gaze come over to the left. And just breathe here. Relax your body, relax your mind. This is our last pose. And then we will be going into Shavasana. So really enjoy this moment. Ease into the pose. Deepen the pose, deepen your breath. Allow your body to reap the benefits of this pose and the benefits of all the poses that we've done thus far. Continue to breathe. And ease out of the pose. Bring both feet on the ground with your legs spread wide, your arms wide. Allow yourself to take up space as we move into Shavasana. You can slow down your breath here, let it return to its normal pace. And just focus on how you feel. Pay attention to your body. What sensations do you feel now? Pay attention to your mind. How much more relaxed are you? Do you feel less stress, less tension in your body? Are you looser? Is it easier to breathe? Is your mind more calm? Take a couple more breaths as you lay here in Shavasana and reap the benefits of this practice. You can start waking up your body, maybe moving your fingers and your feet, stretching, reaching up. You can meet me in a seated position with your legs crossed, maybe hands on your knees. And thank you for joining me today. You should be proud of showing up for yourself. Namaste.